welcome to part 2 of Is Allure Full of In today's video, I'm going to be going over all of the Allure Best of Beauty winners for 2024 and telling you whether or not I would have given them awards. Now, the reason this video idea came to play is because a lot of people are suspicious as to how these products make the list, and I just wanted to go through each product and tell you whether or not I had the same experiences that they had and if I think that they deserve the awards. In part 1, I did do the full complexion breakdown and all of the products that they put on the awards list, so if you want to check that out, I will have that link down below. Today we are going over all of the eye products and a huge category this year, lip products. And I have some thoughts, you guys. I will have the link down below to the Allure Best of Beauty Awards because while I'm just going over face, eyes, and lips, they have so many other categories to check out. And I do find myself gravitating towards products that have that little red Allure Best of Beauty circle on product packaging. It does motivate me to try that over, say, another product that doesn't have it. So hopefully I can tell you whether or not that product is worth it to see if you would actually pick it up or not. So the first category we're going to get started with is the best brow products. Now they have very niche categories for a lot of these things. Brows has a lot of categories for just gels alone. So the best clear brow gel is the ABH Brow Freeze Gel. Now from their review, it won because a laminated look is easy to attain with this wax gel hybrid. It has 2 types of teeth for total control over shaping and setting, and hold your brows to give a lifted look whether you use it on bare hair or atop other products. This does exactly as they say. I do also very much love the teeth that this wand has, as well as there's a flat side to it, which allows you to press your hairs down. The hold on this is absolutely amazing. Would it have won my award for Best Clear Brow Gel? No, that would have gone to Rare Beauty, but this would have been in second place. So I do think that this does deserve the award. It wouldn't have been my award winner, but it is definitely award-winning worthy. So they did a good job with this one. I wholeheartedly agree. Now the best tinted brow gel goes to the Kosas Air Brow Tinted. Okay, so this is the Air Brow, and then this is the tinted version, and I am picky when it comes to a tinted brow gel, but I actually do really like this one as well. It won because of its moussey texture that creates a matte finish that's softer than other products in this category. So you get fuller looking brows that seem feathery and not severe. I agree with this. It's also not a messy product despite its tint. It's one of the only tinted brow gels that have stayed in my collection and used relatively regularly, so I think Jane Iredale would win the category for me personally, but this has been in my top list for many years, so I do think it deserves the award. Now the best brow pencil was won by Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Precision Pencil. This won because the angular tip allows you to sketch little hair-like strokes that water won't interrupt once set, and your brows never look overly done. Now this is a very, very good brow pencil, and this is a reformulated, completely redone brow pencil. The first one that Rare Beauty ever came out with was, to be honest, quite awful. So this one is very nice. I have no complaints about it. I don't think it deserves to be an award winner. There are just so many different brows on the market, and so many of them are so good. So while this is a very, very good one, I don't think it's a top runner for me. It's kind of average. Now the best brow pen goes to the Maybelline New York Build-A-Brow. It won because the tapered tip pen creates precise, no budge strokes, but it also has a clear gel that sculpts natural hairs into your preferred position with a non-crunchy finish. The gel is very, very nice, but it's so tiny you hardly get any product, but it is a very good brow gel, and I've said this numerous times on my channel, this might be the best brow pen I've ever used. It's super fine, just like they say. It's no budge, it doesn't deposit too much pigment, so I wholeheartedly agree with this winning the award for the best pen because, to be honest, it's the best brow pen that I've ever tried, and I'm personally not really a fan of that category of brow products. So this one, she was a winner for sure. Now the best brow wax goes to the e.l.f. Cosmetics Brow Lift. Now, this one I do not agree with. I do have particularly stubborn eyebrows, but my brows really love to face downwards towards my feet, which is very frustrating. And a lot of people have had success with this brow gel, but for me, my brows just fall straight down, so I can't agree with this award personally, but I think, you know, it's a personal problem. Now, okay, I haven't tried this product exactly, so bear with me here. But the best tinted, like I said, very niche, tinted brow wax is the Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Wax. Now, I haven't tried the tinted version. I just have the clear version, but I do want to speak to the formula really quickly. This, just like the e.l.f., my brows, I find, do still fall down flat with this. So this hasn't been a favorite product of mine either. So I wouldn't have given this the award either. Moving into the eyeshadow category, we have all different types of formulas, but we're going to start off with the best eyeshadow palette, which I'm really surprised by this one. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Natural Nudes Mini Eyeshadow Palette. And in the photo, and the one that I have here is the Cold Smolder Nudes. There's a couple different versions of this type. And this is a beautiful color story if you like true neutrals, by the way. I highly recommend. So this one, because it offers so many look options with the satin, shimmer, and metallic finishes, it breathes new life into neutrals, making them the palette you'll turn to over and over. I'm having trouble reading, apparently. Anyways, this palette is fine. There's nothing amazing I have to say about the quality. Nothing really bad either. It's a middle of the road formula. It has a good variety of shimmers, satins, and mattes in here for it only being a 6-pan palette. I definitely think it's useful to have, and it's small. Is this an award winner for me though? No. I don't know why they chose that. And then they also have another eyeshadow palette that won. This is from Makeup by Mario. This is the Master Matte eyeshadow palette, just the original. This is not the original one. I grabbed the wrong one, but I didn't use it today anyways, but it's this one on screen. To be fair, this one with the neutrals is better than the one that actually won the award. I found that formula to be dry. If you want a really good matte formula, you have to go towards Viseart, which pretty much has all the same shades that the Makeup by Mario does. In particular, the original one that won, it's drier. If they had given it to the more neutrals one, I would have been happier because this one is a softer, creamier formulation. It's a little bit easier to work with. But this one, I personally have always said it's overhyped. Well, I'm not saying it's not useful. It absolutely is a useful palette with useful colors. You can pick it up at Sephora. It's very easy. There are so many other matte palettes that I would have put over this one. So for me, it doesn't deserve it. It is a dry formula. But it's just funny because I thought it was the neutrals, and I was much happier with this being the winner. Now, the best eyeshadow stick goes to the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Colors. And if you've been watching my channel recently, you know I've been talking about my eyeshadow stick journey and how at the end of the day, the Laura Mercier is the brand that came up on top. This is the best eyeshadow stick formulation on the market right now. And it's been for years and years and years. So the reason why it won from Allure side is because it's a creamy crayon that deposits color that won't crease or smear. There's now more than 30 matte and shimmery shades that have never met an eyelid that they couldn't cling to. I love these because they are so easy to use. You can apply these with your fingers and blend them out. You can apply it with a brush if you would like to. They're not going to crease and they have great color range. So yes, if I had to do a Morgan Best of Beauty 2024 award, these also would have won in the eyeshadow stick category. Now, I'm just laughing at the categories. The best eyeshadow solo pot goes to the Merit Solo Shadow Matte Eye Color. I was worried about these because they dried out in store, and I do feel mine is starting to dry out. But this one, because you can apply it with a brush or just your finger, there are only 8 shades in the line, but they have a wash of soft pigment that grounds any understated makeup look. And this is very, very nice, and you know what? It is starting to dry dry out, but I have had it for a while now. If this is a product that you're going to use a lot, as soon as you purchase it, that's when it's going to be more worthwhile. It has a very simple shade range for that, like they said, understated look, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. When I wear this, I will get one singular crease where I have that literal crease, but I get that with a lot of other cream products, so it doesn't bother me too much. So it doesn't crease too much, but it doesn't not crease at all, if that makes sense. And if you're into that style of makeup look, I definitely recommend this. Now, in my own personal award-winning giving, I probably wouldn't have given an award to this, but it's just not a style of product really for me to use so much. I've enjoyed it a lot. It's great quality, and I guess I can see why it won the award, but I personally wouldn't have given it the award. Now, what I would have given the award to, and what won its own award, is for the best eyeshadow solo pot they have, which is the same as the last category, so I guess they just have two. The Kulfi Zari Eyes Eyeshadow. Now, why this one? It's a cream to powder formulation that dresses up eyelids in ethereal shimmer. It has all types of good hydration ingredients as well, and politely declines to crease all day. I've been talking about these so much recently because they just launched a couple of new shades. I love the gel consistency that this has, in that it does dry down and feels as thin as an eyeshadow because it does not crease, as the initial review said. This would have won an award for me as well. Ever since I've used this, it was like love at first use, and that's how you know a product is really good, and it stands the test of time in terms of wear as well. I bought this one last year. It hasn't even started to dry out yet, so 100% yes deserves the award. Now, the eyeliner category, I did not have a lot in these categories because I don't use eyeliner too much, but I did have a couple. The first one is from L'Oreal, a good drugstore pick. This is in the best gel eyeliner category. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Grip Mechanical Gel Eyeliner. This one, because they say it has the versatility, intensity, and longevity to create bold, sharp lines or a smoky eye look, and it has a smudger tip for easy blending. And while I do agree that this pencil does give you versatility, I find that the wear on this just doesn't hold up. The color fades down so quickly, so I do enjoy that initial application with this product, but the color will fade down. So for me, these would not have won an award. And it's a shame because they have so many different shades with this line, and like I said, the application is very easy. The little smudger that it comes with is a great addition, but not for me. And then the best neutral pencil eyeliner goes to the Estee Lauder Smoke and Brighten Kajal eyeliner duos. Now, I just have the basic black and cream, and this is a super creamy pencil, you guys. So this is this one because it's a 2-in-1 waterproof pencil that opens up your eyes, and the darker sides defines the lash line. So with these, you get a darker color and a lighter color, which is really nice. Now, this has its pros and cons for me. Pros, it stays put, especially with the lighter shade, which is harder to have longevity. This stays in the waterline all day. This is such a good brightening pencil. Now, for the darker side, it is very, very creamy to the point where I don't even really like applying it directly to my eye. I feel that I need to go in with a separate brush and dip into it. It's almost like a gel pot eyeliner. That's how creamy it is. But again, just like the lighter side, this one also has great longevity. So performance on this is great. It is too wet for what I personally prefer, but the performance is phenomenal. I would say this would not win an award on my end, but it's not a bad product by any means because of how well it wears. That is what is saving this. Now, there was all types of mascaras in this category, but I only had one, and that is going to go to the L'Oreal Voluminous Panorama Mascara. And it won for being the most volumizing mascara. Now, for me, I have unique lashes, as you guys know. This wand is a little bit big and spiky for me, but I do find I get instant buildup in volume with this mascara, so it certainly does what it says it's going to do. I just personally don't love the application on this, but I am very, very, very picky with mascara. If you like volume, you might like this. It could lead to a little bit of clumpiness, so do keep that in mind with application. But overall, I would not have given this the award for most voluminous mascara, but I don't feel I am a good candidate to give out such an award. So that's going to sum it up for the eye category, and now it is time to move into lips. which was a huge category this year, particularly on the shiny, glowy, glossy front. So let's take a look at what won. So the winner of the best lip liner goes to Makeup by Mario for the Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil. This one because it never feathers or bleeds, and it's easy to blend with the built-in brush. And this is a very nice lip liner, and he also has a phenomenal range of shades. And I do like the built-in brush. I think now that lips are a lot more popular, people are experimenting more, and the brush is much more useful than it used to be. I remember in the time when when my mom was really into makeup when I was a child, a lot of the lip liners came with these brushes, and then eventually it kind of stopped. It just became less popular. But I think now that, especially with the sheer lip products we put over top, it's much more important to blend the lip liner. So I'm noticing that with a lot more products. But of course, Makeup by Mario is a genius, so of course he had that. And it is a really easy to use lip liner. It's not too creamy, but it also has like a powdery feel to it, which makes it really easy to blend out. These have really good lasting time. Very good. Now, if I were giving out the award to the best lip liner, it would still go to Pam McGrath and Charlotte Tilbury after all of these years, because nothing lasts longer than them, really. So this wouldn't have won my award, but it's another one of those products where it's like, it's super great. Not surprised that it won an award, but I probably wouldn't have given it the award. All right, so the category of best sheer lipsticks goes to YSL Beauty's Love Shine Lip Oil Sticks. This won because of its unmatched slip that just glides across the lips. It's really complicated when it comes to YSL because they all have the same packaging, but there's so many different formulations, especially now that their lip products have become re-popular all over again after all of these years. The Love Shine Lip Oil Stick, the formulation, that one in particular, it's honestly not my favorite. There are so many other formulas that I prefer over this one. It's just too thin for my preferences. It doesn't fill in the lines of the lips enough, and I do find that it fades. It's a very pretty formula. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's just that it's $45, and I don't think it's worth the $45. And if you're going to spend $45 on a YSL lipstick, I would choose a different formula over this one, because you know what? This is a luxury to purchase for yourself. And I do think it's worth a purchase to have like a nice YSL lipstick with the gorgeous packaging. It looks so pretty on your vanity. You feel so bougie when you take it out, when you're out in public. So I'm not against paying $45 for this, but if you're gonna pay $45 for this, this isn't the formula that I would recommend. Now, the next category that I have is the best satin lipstick. And take my review with a grain of salt, because I do believe Dior has since redone and reformulated this, since they went through and kind of reformulated their whole line. So I do believe I have the older formulation because the packaging is a little bit different. But the Dior Rouge lipsticks were the one that won the best satin lipsticks. So this one, because there's 69 shades in the satin and velvet finishes, and it has a hydrating, smooth application and has a flawless outcome that feels as good as it looks. And I really do love the Dior lipsticks. I mean, I have 3 different shades. One of my favorites for the fall, for October, that I'm going to be using this month is Saint Germain. Isn't this the most beautiful, like, grayy purple color? It's perfect for the month of October. So I'm pulling this one out again. I really like these lipsticks. Again, they've reformulated, so I don't want to talk too much about them, but I would probably pick up a YSL lipstick over a Dior lipstick in terms of the packaging that you're getting. But these are a very solid satin matte formulation. They're comfortable. They're lightweight on the lips. Would this be my best satin lipstick award? No, it wouldn't. But if you're into the luxury makeup game, as far as I can tell, so long as it's in the range of the formula before it got reformulated, these are still very, very nice. And I do love the ones that I have. The best matte lipstick goes to the Merit Signature Matte Lipstick. They use the word lush to describe this. It has hyaluronic acid and sesame seed extract to give it a smoothing feel, which never feels tight. I do agree with that. This lipstick never feels tight. Now, I've been saying this recently, but Merit actually has my favorite, well, it's competing with Charlotte Tilbury, but for the price point, like Merit has a mid-range price point, but a luxury formula. So this lipstick's $26. This should be $45, like what the YSL can bring. And I love this formula. Now this is the lipstick I have on. I have on the shade Maison, which I got in one of the Sephora favorites kits. So this satin lipstick from Merit was actually one of my all-time favorites, and I just think it's amazing how luxe the packaging is. So the matte formulation just came out this year, so I am more new to it. This is the first matte lipstick that I've tried, and it doesn't feel tight on the lips. It does have that matte finish, so I can see why this won. I've always loved the Merit lipsticks, and I think they did a great job with the matte as well. So I'd have to go back to the drawing board to kind of see what we're working with to see if like this would be my #1 favorite matte lipstick, but just based on how much I love the satin formula, I think that this one deserves an award. I think any Merit lipstick deserves an award. I'm just happy it won an award because the Merit lipsticks are underrated. They are insanely good. I feel like Allure wasn't too far off the path here. I think they chose some really great products. So this category is one that I'm not as in tune with. It's the best lip stain, and I'm not really a lip stain fan because I feel like lip stains just pull the same popsicle-y bright color on the lips. But the winner of the category was the Peri Para Ink the Velvet Lip Tints, which I do happen to have. And these are very, very nice, but not a product that I reach for. To be honest, if I were to do like an Allure Morgan's version, I probably wouldn't even have a lip stain category because I just don't really like them. But this one won because it has this weightless feel, 31 different shades, and the shades do have a little bit of their own character, but still not enough to warrant like 31 shades in my opinion. But they say it gives that just a popsicle color that endures for hours and hours. I don't love that popsicle look, maybe except for in the summer really, but they do have quite the range, and this comes off almost like a mousse on the lips, so it does feel like a lipstick, and then when it happens to fade off is when that popsicle-y color comes through. So I'm not going to judge this one too hard because I'm not a lip stain fan to begin with, but these do the job that they say they're going to do. They last forever on the lips once the moussey layer on top comes off, and I do like the color. So I'd have to, again, think in terms of lip stains of what I love, but these are definitely up there in terms of, like, my favorite lip stains, but it's just not a product I'm using. I have things dropping all over, but it's just not a product that really I care about, to be honest. But honestly, sometimes I just like to put the Benetint on my lips just a little bit, and I'm happy with that. So moving on to lip gloss. This is the best clear lip gloss, and I have to say I'm really happy with this selection. This is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss. So this one, because it has this adorable retro feel to it, and it gives a clear shine. Remember, this does win clear lip gloss. I actually don't have the exact color when I was grabbing products, but I have it in my collection. I know what they're talking about. It has a fruit-scented richness moisturizing formula that leaves lips noticeably more supple, so they feel soft and nourished both during and after wear. And this is truly one of my all-time favorite drugstore lip glosses. Now, in terms of my all-time favorite lip gloss, this probably isn't it. There's a couple formulas that I love more. I feel like in comparison to them, this one doesn't last as long, but it does give great shine. It does give nice hydration, and this is my favorite drugstore lip gloss. So if I was doing like the best drugstore lip gloss, this would be a contender, but in terms of like the whole beauty sphere, this wouldn't win the award, but it is still fantastic. I love the glow that this gives to the lips, but I just think it breaks down a little more quickly than I would like. Now, the best plumping lip gloss, I do think it's a bit overpriced, but I do enjoy the ones that I have. So this is the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer. It's $40, so keep that in mind. But this one won because it gives moisture and a plumped appearance. So what I don't like about this, they did talk about in their review how this has 26 shades, but amongst all of those shades, so many of them are going to run quite clear on the lips, which I don't love that. Now, as far as performance goes, this does give a nice plump to the lips without feeling too painful. It has a really smooth finish over the lips, meaning it does fill in the lines. So I really, really do love this formula. But you only need like one or two at most because they all kind of start to look the same. I probably would give this the award for the best plumping lip gloss, but I would encourage you to literally only purchase one because it is a really nice Plumping lip gloss formulation. I'm like in deep thought about this. I'm thinking of all the lip glosses that I've tried. This is probably the best plumping lip gloss for my preferences, but their shade range is underwhelming once you realize how clear a lot of them look on the lips. But it's a handy formula. We'll leave it at that. $40, just buy one. Okay, and we're into the lip balm category to finish us off, which was a huge, very, very popular style of product this year. So the best, what they say, daytime, I just love their categories, they're so funny to me. Daytime lip balm goes to the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. I know the gymnast Suni Lee made this go really popular and sell off the shelves because she was wearing this. It was selling out everywhere. I was lucky enough to get my hands on the shade Creme Brulee. So this one, because it has ingredients like peptides and something butter, and it brings back the bounciness of the lips, and it also gives a really gorgeous glazed finish. Speaking only about the Creme Brulee, this smells amazing. And I'm relatively new to this product. It almost smells like butter popcorn, but I'm relatively new to this product, so I'm still kind of experimenting with it. I don't have as much experience talking about this as I wish that I did, but it does give a really pretty glaze. I'm still kind of figuring out how it compares to the Summer Fridays lip balm and deciding which one I like more. I'm a little partial, I think, to the Summer Fridays just because we have a longer relationship, but this is really good. And they don't mention creme brulee, but for the scent of this, try creme brulee, and it's a beautiful sheer color. It has a good taste to it, if I'm being honest. So maybe I do like this more than Summer Fridays. I don't know. That's something I'll have to get back to you on. I don't know if it deserves an award yet, but that's just because I'm new to the product. An award is a big deal, but it is really nice, so I'm not upset or surprised that it made this list. And then in the best tinted lip balm category, we of course have the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. And I gotta be honest with you, tinted, I have many shades of this, and very few actually give a tint. I mean, a couple of the darker ones do, but I'm laughing because they literally put this clear one, the pink one, as the winner and the one being used in the tinted lip balm category, when in reality only 2 to 3 in the range actually have a tint. But anyways, this one, because they describe it as like a grown-up lip balm. It has flavorful colors like cherry and iced coffee. Iced coffee is one of my favorites. Has great ingredients that put dry lips on the path to comfort. This was a saving grace for me last winter. Not only does this stay on the lips a long time, and that's what I feel might be different about the Ula. The Ula doesn't last as long on the lips as the Summer Fridays. There's something about the amount of time that the Summer Fridays stays on the lips, and then I have a booger. Oh my goodness. Ew. I hope that wasn't there for long. Anyways. This lasts a long time, and then it really keeps the hydration on for a long time, and I notice visible difference and feeling in the winter with crackly lips. So this saved me. So this 100% deserves to win, like the best lip balm. Tinted lip balm? I don't know about that, but I do love this. But I'm thinking this Ula feels lighter and thinner than the Summer Fridays. The Summer Fridays has a little bit more grip to the lips, but we did it, you guys. Those are the Allure Best of Beauty winners in the eyes and lips category, and whether or not I think they deserve that award. And I think, you know, if you've been watching this, overwhelmingly you can tell, like, I don't think they pick bad products at all for most of these categories. I think they sourced great products for the list. Now, do I agree with all of these being the #1 in the category? No, but generally speaking, I think most of the products that they picked were very, very good. They weren't just taking money under the table and putting random products on this list. They all, for the most part, have good quality. So if you've tried any of these products that won any awards, if you have any strong feelings towards them, whether it be good or bad, comment down below what you agree with, what you disagree with. And if you haven't yet checked out the complexion part 1 version of this, I will have that linked down below. Complexion was another huge category this year, so you might want to check that out. It got a whole video. And this was fun, guys. I mean, I feel like this is pretty much Allure's version of their yearly favorites, and I loved kind of judging them. I can only imagine the amount of work that goes behind this best beauty list. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want a lot more makeup reviews. And with that, I'm gonna grab some sushi for lunch. You guys know I am basically a sushi roll. They put a picture of a sushi over my head when I say that. And my reward for talking about all of these products is getting some sushi. So I'll see you all later. Have a fantastic day. Bye guys, have a good one.